Why do creators like MrBeast, MKBHD, and Johnny Harris have millions hooked while small channels struggle to grow? Well, it's because they've mastered 3 powerful writing secrets that most small creators miss. And in this video, we'll break down how they use these secrets to dominate YouTube. Specifically, how they execute the false start framework, how they create addictive action-reaction chains, and how they use the game-changing but and therefore rule. And if you want a free plug-and-play template to use these techniques in your own videos, check out the link in the description below. MKHBD keeps viewers hooked with one simple writing cheat code. There's a reason he continues to dominate the tech niche on YouTube, and it's because, like a magician, he's using misdirection to turn basic tech reviews into interesting stories. He's using the false start framework, and it usually works like this in 3 core phases. In the beginning of most MKBHD videos, he'll start with introducing the product and the popular news associated with it, leading viewers to think they'll be watching the traditional, straightforward tech review. This is what you would call the initial setup phase. And then he moves into the small victories phase, in which he quickly transitions away from this format and gradually reveals insights about the product's functionality, design flaws, and anything else. Finally, moving into the unexpected twist phase, where over time he's dismantling the earlier, more positive sounding claims he made at the beginning of the video. This framework extends beyond just tech review channels, because even other successful channels like MrBeast uses it in nearly all of his videos. However, he takes things a step further by using multiple false starts throughout a single video, each one building on the last to keep viewers hooked. For example, in his video where he pays a real assassin to kill him, we start with the usual high stakes challenge introduction. MrBeast leads viewers to believe that the assassin is close to catching up with him, but in reality, these are designed misdirections that set up the upcoming unexpected twists. This sense of progress and small victories are shown when the assassin gets a car to make the chase easier, he finds MrBeast's location with a tracker, and he successfully makes it to the starting warehouse where MrBeast is hiding. However, MrBeast quickly flips the script of what audiences might expect over and over again, and he does this in various ways. The first being, the assassin finds his car to catch up with MrBeast, only for it to get crushed by a tank. He finally reaches the hotel where MrBeast is hiding, only to realize there are over 200 rooms that he needs to search. And this basically continues until the end of the video, serving as false resolutions where we think the assassin is making real progress, only for each situation to unravel, creating more tension. The reason this framework works so well is because when you stack a bunch of these false starts in layers, you can make sure that your viewers never feel comfortable predicting what's going to happen next. And as a result of this, you get high retention because viewers are consistently being surprised, there's always a new challenge or twist unfolding, and every win feels earned but temporary. Now I'll show you how to use the false start framework with what I call the twist method. Starting with T, trick with a traditional setup. Start by creating an interesting but seemingly predictable intro that viewers think they'll understand right away. This sets them up for the twists and surprises to come. Moving up to W, we have wins, small ones. Then gradually reveal small wins, aka small victories, that gives viewers a false sense of resolution or progress. Next comes I, which is all about inverting expectations. Now you deliver your first major twist that forces viewers to rethink everything they've watched so far. This is where you flip the script and dismantle what happened earlier. The S stands for stacking multiple layers. And just like MrBeast, layer multiple false starts throughout your video, each building on the last. This ensures the viewer never feels like they can predict what's coming next. And finally, T represents the true resolution. After all those twists and misdirections, now is when you finally reward your viewers with a genuine, satisfying resolution that makes their time investment worth it. This creates that earned feeling that can build trust and loyalty. Next, I'll show you how to use the action-reaction chain method that will help you take your storytelling to the next level. Do you remember taking an intro science class in school as a kid, where usually you'd be mixing 2 different liquids and beakers together to see what would happen? They would fizz, change color, and maybe even explode into foam, each being a result of the mixing causing a reaction. Storytelling in videos, or in general, works the same way. When we write to keep people engaged, it isn't just about what happens. It's more about why things happen and what is going to happen next. The best stories that keep us hooked are the ones that follow a clear action-reaction structure, where every action triggers a reaction. And nobody understands this better than Johnny Harris. In his videos, he starts with a thought-provoking question or mystery, walking the audience through a step-by-step cause and effect journey that gradually reveals answers. Each new idea or discovery, aka your action, leads to something that progresses the story, aka your reaction. And by the end, viewers are left with a satisfying payoff that resolves the initial setup. Here's how he does it in his video on why McDonald's machines are always broken. The first thing being is that the video starts with the introducing main inciting question we all have. Why are those damn McDonald's ice cream machines always broken? Next, we're introduced to our first action-reaction sequence as Johnny Harris begins digging deeper into how the machines work in the first place. And it goes like this. Action. He reads the machine's manual and learns about the cleaning process. Reaction. It turns out the cleaning cycles cause error messages that make it difficult for staff to fix. Action. Johnny investigates the company behind the machine. Reaction. McDonald's is required to only use that company's brand of machine, shifting the conflict of the story from being a technical issue to a business-related one. And Johnny is just continuously asking new questions as answers are revealed. And this pattern repeats itself until the rest of the video, creating a strong, unbreakable story chain. And this method can be used in nearly any video type. You just need to make sure that first, you have an inciting question or problem that makes it clear why this topic matters in the first place and creates a curiosity that keeps the viewer wanting to know more. Second, make every point in your video a reaction to the previous one. Or more simply, just think of your video as a domino effect. Each point needs to naturally fall and lead to the next. And as your story progresses, and you escalate the stakes, which is new information that should make the issue more important, surprising or urgent, etc. And third, deliver a satisfying payoff they've been waiting for by answering that initial question or problem by connecting all the dots you've laid out and revealing those aha moments that makes everything click. Now I'll show you a writing secret that's similar to the action-reaction chains, but can be used in a different way that turns basic content into interesting stories. And this is all with just 2 words, but and therefore. If you've ever heard of the show South Park, you'd think there wasn't much storytelling involved, but the creators Matt Stone and Trey Parker discovered and developed a storytelling secret so powerful, it transformed how they write every episode. They realized that most scripts followed a boring, predictable pattern. This happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. We may tell stories like this to our friends and family, but when we're speaking like this to our viewers, they'll drop off like ice cream on a hot sidewalk, quickly melting away before you've even finished your point. In Matt and Trey's solution, replace and then with but and therefore. Let me break down how this works. Imagine a South Park episode that's written this way. Cartman comes up with the get-rich-quick scheme, and then Kyle tells him it's a terrible idea, and then Stan goes along with it anyway, and then Kenny dies as usual. There's no connection between any of these points, it's just a series of unrelated statements stacked together like dominoes that never fall. However, when you replace and then with but, you immediately create tension and unexpected turns. Now see what happens when we do this instead. Cartman comes up with a get-rich-quick scheme, but Kyle discovers it involves something illegal and threatens to tell their parents. Each use of but creates a problem that needs to be solved and takes the story in different directions. On the other hand, the use of therefore is used to show how one event causes another. Kyle threatens to tell his parents, therefore, Cartman creates a revenge plot involving Butter's help. Each use of therefore shows cause and effect, raising the stakes higher and making you feel the momentum building for what's to come. Now let's look at how this framework is masterfully done in YouTube videos by Mr. Beast, MKBHD, and Johnny Harris. For Mr. Beast, in his 100 hours in the pyramids video, Mr. Beast starts the video introducing rare and common access he has to explore the Great Pyramids of Egypt. But each new location reveals more dangerous and forbidden areas. Therefore, the stakes keep rising as they go into restricted chambers and secret tombs. In an MKBHD video, it follows this kind of pattern. And specifically in his M4 MacBook Air review, he introduces the new laptop with improved specs and a lower price than previous generations, but almost nothing has physically changed except for the barely noticeable sky blue color. Therefore, the real story becomes about how powerful everyday laptops have become rather than design changes. And finally, in Johnny Harris's viral McDonald's ice cream machine video, McDonald's ice cream machines seem to always be broken, but he discovers it's not a random failure, there's actually a devious business scheme involving the machine manufacturer. Therefore, an internet meme transforms into an investigation of corporate manipulation. This consistent pattern creates a chain of tension and release that makes it hard for viewers to click away. So here's how you can use the but and therefore framework in your videos. The first thing you want to do is hook early. Start with a bold, straightforward statement that viewers think they will automatically understand. This creates the foundation that you'll break down later. Next, you want to insert twists. Use but transitions to introduce conflict or challenges. These should be redirections that challenge what viewers thought they knew. For example, most people think that the YouTube algorithm is against them, but there's data that shows something entirely different. Each but should raise the stakes or deepen the story. Next, show consequences. Every twist must push your story forward. After each but, show how it changes everything that follows. Then use therefore to reveal the consequences. The point of this is to show your viewers that what you're sharing or arguing isn't just random info, but a carefully written journey where each point leads somewhere meaningful. Finally, you want to deliver the payoff. Address the conflict and tension you created throughout this entire but and therefore sequence. This doesn't mean all questions get answered, but viewers should feel like your videos are worth their time. The best payoffs connect back to your starting statement while connecting the twists and consequences you've created. Now that you understand these 3 writing secrets used by top YouTube creators, you're already ahead of 99% of small channels. But there are a few more script writing hacks you need to know to take your channel to the next level, so you're going to want to watch this video next.